Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shantakaram Bhujagashanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasarusham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalananam Yogi Birdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavavayaram Sarvalokaikanaatham. Om Vishnu Vishnu Vishnu. Vrushaparva Vrushodara. Varsha Ben was absent yesterday, so I'm going to share with you Varsha Vrushodara. Vrusha comes from Varsha. Varsha is the rain of what? Rain of. In Vishnu Sahasranam, and in other words, rain into each life, some rain must fall. It's a saying. Rain is the sustenance of life. Without rain, there is not going to be any life. Without Varsha, then there is not going to be any life. And so Varsha is a very powerful thing. Ananda Varsha, Sneha Varsha, all the good feelings that are there, any Varsha. We talked about, what are the various things that we know about inside ourselves, and we analyze it. Vrusha Parva means the samarthan or gathering of all the Varsha, all the blessings that we have, all the good qualities we have. So we talked about that. And then we went on to how does that help? When rain falls, there's more growth. Without the rain, there's no growth from the earth. You see, the plants don't come up, and it's a dushkala. So Vardhamana, Vardhana, Vardhamanascha. Vivikta Shruti Sagara. Two more. Fantastic words. And I really totally love this because when we have grown, great. But how do we grow? We grow with a lot of judgment. You can grow out of proportion. There are kids who grow up because they eat so much of fat, so much of wrong food and everything else, and they put on weight. You see so much obesity during childhood. You see so much, every child, when it makes a little bit of musty, or for example, a little bit of, fun stuff that they do, play around, hoax around, etc. Initially, that's fine. But if that grows beyond a certain limit, it becomes a problem. That's overgrowth of some area. Same thing with intellectuals. There can be people who are now that we call them nerds, because that's all they're focused in. And that's all they do. They don't have any other development of other areas. So Vardhana is that. But now he adds Vivikta. Vivikta is Viveka. Vivikta means Viveka Yukta is Vivikta. Viveka Yukta is Vivikta. Viveka, what is Vivikta? Vivek. Vivek is the judgment of recognition of where to draw the boundary line. My mother-in-law always said, I may have not mentioned that to kids who were growing up. My children were growing up, they were 7, 8 years old, and so on and so forth. And she always said, when they went out for a party, when they went out to do anything else, beyond even teenagers, she used to say, have fun, but keep a control. These are the only two words she used. Have fun, but keep a control. Those of you who know my mother-in-law, you will remember her, the way she did that. So that's keeping a control is Vivikta, control of the growth. If the growth is not there, more, it can create cancer. I mean, we need to have new cells every single time, but we cannot grow out of proportion. We have to. So Viveka Yukta. And there is an inherent understanding of it. Vivikta, the meaning is that also it grows up, but it is nirlipta, no asakti, no bhedbhav. In other words, there's an ability to differentiate right from wrong. That's Vivek. And because of that quality of Vivikta, a person becomes independent of external circumstances. The external circumstances can change us a lot. The kids who are going a wrong, association or something like that, that can be affected. But because of the vivikta nature, viveka yukta nature, they become nirlipta. Nirlipta means not affected by us outside circumstances. In a spiritual sense, now you extend that to the spirituality and now say now you do not develop attachment to different things. Asakti, nirasakta, bhedbhav, no bhedbhav, no differentiation about happiness, unhappiness, whatever happens. Because you have created your boundaries. So vivikta is a very strong word. And I'm going to mention one last word here in this particular shloka is Shruti Sagara. And we'll expand on that in the next section. But just want to introduce the word here. Shruti Sagara. Shruti, the number of meaning of that. Shruti is Gnana. Shruti is the collection of Gnana, as you know from scriptures, and yoga, Shruti, all that, some Veda, etc. This is all Shruti. They're called Shrutis. And Shruti, Gnana Sagar, Shastra or Vedon ke Gyata. We'll expand on that, how that sequence of this particular shloka has come about in the next section. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishate. Om Shanti.